out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Wilson, a give to Rawls. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 20.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, then he had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
And Graham's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Throwing is Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards. And Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Hayward-Bay, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. No!
Nigga, I am coming. What did you sitting there trying to play for a club? What's up, nigga?
What's up, big guy?
What you got going?
GTA, what's up with it?
Shit, I
Escape, and he goes down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward.
Ah, shit.
And drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Yes.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being
So
shot
let me
by the
know.
offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, a ball in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
What's up, nigga? Do these misses? Let's get this money.
Getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again.
See, that's that shit.
Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
I know. See, that's my fault. So shit, how long y'all think it's gonna take?
You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Well, yeah, shit. Y'all just keep. I'm about to at least ride these stores to make a little bit of bread.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make the
There you go,
quarterback
bitch ass nigga.
When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
I just burned your white shoes, bro. I just burned your white shoes.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now.
So Stan, y'all gonna invite your nigga?
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson.
Huh?
Catch made right side by Wilson. Give him 20
You gonna invite him, nigga?
It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I thought this nigga was still in here.
Nah, that nigga gone. He's really developed and come on. Now remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down.
Yeah, let me hit that motherfucker, bro. That motherfucker was cold.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
See you later.
Bro, I don't have my letter. I gave it to you.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to convert the pass.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the
Hey, Trippy, I'm about to lead the party, buddy.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field.
Yep.
All right, I'll link up with you later.
The spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and now it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And he pushed it for... Short distance, wide right, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Roethlisberger. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Another pistol look here. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to walk one deep left side here. So we've reached halftime. And never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Still 1st down.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in that?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward-Bay, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Roethlisberger. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he locates Wheaton complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll try again with Bell. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And to the left side here, Wilson. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On third down, here's Williams. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And all the way down to the 26. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught right side, Green. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and that'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And they'll take over inside the 45. At the 44-yard line. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Complete out right to Kurz. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's the sneak, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Again, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 7-all is the score. We'll return after this message. Here Watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Room here to run. There goes D'Angelo Williams. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it. And they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And, boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 57 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 82 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And left side here, it's Graham. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On second down, Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hauschka now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Wilson, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 10 here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on the... Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Wilson. Complete here to Lawler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson will throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally go get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10 yards to go on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Look like that. Opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Roethlisberger to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Another pistol look here. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it in. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson, call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jermaine Kearse from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
And it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. There goes Green. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now it's Baldwin. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And the Seahawks are the